Gabby, any thoughts from your perspective in working at TESOL?
From my perspective, I can only second what Gabo has said, and that is the fact that many teachers is expanding their skills to use technology. But at the same time, I wonder. I mean, even when we look back, we have the different phases of the pandemic, and I want to stress we're still in the pandemic. And any way to kind of reflect what technology has done to the profession is too soon to see. We've observed certain things. We've seen certain shifts from the first period now wherever wave we were in different parts of the world. And it's very context driven in the situation. And the key thing that I think has played a role is the expertise of the teachers. And there are two levels. One is related to the technology, but what I think is superior to the knowledge of the technology is the professionals being aware of the principles that support language learning in the classroom, and translating those principles into the online world. So to me, what I think has done, or we have observed, at least in my context here in the Czech Republic, is that teachers who are innovative, who've always reflected on their practices, who have looked at their learners' needs and updated what they do with them, and who kind of have been reflective throughout their career, I think have been more successful in addressing some of the new challenges. So what I think that's one lesson we have kind of seen. And we've all been put in front of the computers, and now we're doing this webinar, and it seems like a second nature to us. But at the same time, I think we need to think about the principles and what is happening. On one hand is bridging, like suddenly going online and being there for the learners, because we have to continue learning. But have we had time to kind of reflect what we've done and what impact it has had on students' learning? And is my instruction here in the online world supported and guided by the principles and my goals, and does it have impact on students' learning? And I think those are the questions we have to continue asking ourselves, no matter whether we are online or in the classroom. And I think that's superior to any technology. And I see Rosa waving her finger, so you want to add something to it? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted, first of all, I wanted to welcome everybody, but also say how happy we are to be on a panel with our colleagues from IATEFL. We haven't had a chance in a while, and so it's just such an honor to collaborate and to have collaborated with you in preparation for this webinar. And again, this is an example of how technology has been a blessing, because we would not have been able to collaborate so fast and so effectively if we hadn't had the use of technology. And so the fact that we're able to see each other in preparation for this webinar and now is great. I would say from the perspective of an association leader, technology has been a blessing and a curse, right? Because the blessing has been that because of technology, members have been able to collaborate and to do work together and collaborate with us as associations, I assume too with IATEFL, from far distances, and people who would never have had the opportunity otherwise to participate in events or professional learning events. So that has been the blessing part. The curse part, if I may say so, is that it has, as Gabby said, it has kept us in our little boxes. And I think for teachers, for ELT, English language teachers across the world, no matter where they are, I think they would all say that these past 18 months have been very challenging because they have had to adjust very quickly to technologies they may or may not have been familiar with, and that they were not necessarily prepared for or trained for. So I think technology can be seen both ways. As we move forward, I think we have learned quite a bit. But it took us by surprise.
Oh, absolutely.